I've been hiking all morning. I'm gonna find a little place here to make breakfast. Okay, using my first need. Got the water out of there. My jacket, my cameras, my pack, my flute, food, first need. I brought the Gatewood cape, just the cape, just to wear over. It was supposed to rain. It didn't rain last night, but it's supposed to rain today. It's snowing in higher elevations. Now, inside the SL3 tarp, but here's what I'm going to do right now. These are Acorn meal. This is going to be oatmeal, and this is going to be coffee. Got some honey to add to the coffee, some nuts to the oatmeal and the coffee, and some other nuts to add to the oatmeal. I'll be using my mini Trangia and the Tibetan titanium, MSR, and the water bottle. Now for the coffee, I've got to actually burn the meal. I've got to make it into some kind of grounds. It's hard to explain, but you'll be seeing it. Okay, I got this knife from a friend of mine named Martin. I'll put a link to his channel below. It's a Mora combined with a Light My Fire. So it's got the striker right on it. It's lit. Okay, for the coffee, just pour a little in there. I think it's 2 teaspoons. So I'm just gonna kind of guess. Probably enough there. And then you keep moving it so it doesn't completely burn. Just keep moving it. I switched it over to the fry pan so you can see better. Some started to blacken there. Water's ready. Put these back on to finish up. And then I'll put that other water on for the oatmeal substitute. It does look like coffee grounds, doesn't it? There's the Acorn coffee. Really, looks just like coffee. Haven't tried it yet. It's really hot, and I'm gonna let that stuff flavor the water for a while I make the oatmeal. Oh, this came from Grandpa Mike also. I got the Neo Air in there. Okay, here goes. It's good. It's real good. Try some. That is really good. I'm glad I got so much stocked away. Next season I'm going to get me at least double that though. Really enjoy this. I'm going to finish this off and make me another one to go with the oatmeal. Yeah, so that's oatmeal coffee. Substitute. No caffeine. You could probably crumble up a no-dose or a Vivarin, put it in there. Supercharge it. I don't know how it'd taste. But that is really good. Okay, I poured the acorn meal into the boiling water. That says mix and let it boil for 15 minutes. Okay, what I did is I used the simmer ring and I made that fuel last. I got half, it makes it last double. I got a simmer ring on. Also, it fits a smaller cup. Put a rock on top of the simmer ring. You can fit a smaller cup in the Trangia. As for the oatmeal, here it is. I had nowhere near enough honey. It's kind of a bland taste, but it's okay. Not something I'd eat every day. Kind of bland, like straight oatmeal with no sugar, no honey, no flavoring, anything. That's probably what it tastes like. With all those nuts, acorns, almonds, walnuts, 3 packs of honey, there's energy in that bowl. I'm not going to finish all that, no way. I didn't really care for that oatmeal substitute. I didn't know if I would. I brought something a little bit more traditional. There, scrambled eggs and onions. Something I'm more accustomed to. Right there is where I caught that snake at night, the big rattler. Now look, in this, right there, look what I just found. Look at how big that snake was. Look at how big. That's a big rattler right there. Now I've heard you can boil this down and make tea. Look, Southern California rattler. Look at the pattern. See the pattern? Now you figure a dollar bill is exactly 6 inches. So that's about 6 inches. So we're talking a snake about like my wrist. And it's not complete. There may be a couple inches missing. Neat, huh? Leave it here for other people to see. If they even know what it is. First glance, it looks like honeycomb. So it looks like he made it into the winter hibernation. I slept right here on this soft grass with my bivvy one time, and I woke up and the net face was entirely covered with ticks and ants. Not a good place. Although it's so comfortable, and you're at an angle, so you put your feet down here, it's perfect. This is the trail that goes to the west side of the river, where the original trail used to be, but now it's long grown over. About 10 years ago, my friend Frank and I camped over here. We were fly fishing right here and right here. Right there along that rock, Frank pulled out about 16 trout in a row. True, they were only about 5-6 inches. We threw them back, but they're not going to hit again. Contrary to what some people believe, you catch the same one over and over. You could go up here and you can look down and see dozens of them. That's 16 in a row right there. I was doing pretty good right here with a gold-ribbed hare's ear. There's a little campsite on this side I used to use all the time. It's protected by rocks from the wind, and there's a perfect sandy beach next to the river. It's a great spot. It used to be my favorite spot for the southern side of the East Fork River. Okay, here's what I was talking about. This used to be my favorite campsite, the lower end of the south side of the river. Look at this. I've spent many nights here. See what I mean? You're maneuvering yourself through a yucca minefield. Look at that yucca right there, it's about 8 foot. Look at that thing. I made that Alice in Mine video 3-4 weeks ago. Just yesterday, the last yucca that I know of, I pulled out of my leg. About 3/4 of an inch long. If I remember, I'll add it to the end of this video. I was like, say that trekking pole is my leg. I thought I was digging at it straight, but when I pushed on it, it popped straight up, which means it went all the way down almost to my shin bone. That thing was deep. If you don't have the trimmers, but you have a lot of time, the trail you're going to travel quite often, you can take these yuccas, turn them in on themselves. Take these yuccas on the trail, turn them in on themselves, and pierce themselves. They will continue to grow, but now they will grow inward, which means you can pass without getting stabbed. And occasionally, you'll come to an area where the black knight yuccas are. You can tell they're black knight yuccas because they're out so far and pointing towards you, as to say, none shall pass. In here in my cup, I usually carry a couple Esbit, whatever condiments, and this little Nalgene. Usually a book of matches, and a piece of a Weber or a Hold Weber barbecue starter, in case I need to start a fire. And then this. Let me show you what this is. This is just a container. Keep a lighter in there. And can opener. Okay, the soup is one of those packs of that core. It's got the noodles, all the vegetables. It's a kosher soup. It's pretty good though. I just add my salt and pepper. I split it up into 2 or 3 of those Ziploc baggies. Add some salt and pepper, a little chili powder. Well, that's boiling. I'm going to cook my salmon. Nothing beats those little military can openers. Salmon. This stuff's great. Thickens up. Get your rice, carrots, vegetables, zucchini, noodles, onions. It's done. soup is really good. Could have used a little bit more water. Put a little bit less chili pepper. Looks like it's going to start raining anytime. And I'm sitting here eating hot soup. Uh-oh. Here comes the rain again. I have just had to pull out my trusty Go Light umbrella.